I'm Jeremy from Rockland Wheels, talking today about the much anticipated, the king of kings, the best side-by-side money could buy if you are looking for performance, the Wildcat XX from Textron Off-Road. This development started off with Arctic Cat and is a continuation of the Wildcat line, which we've had the Wildcat 1000 for a few years. We've had the Trail and the Sport on the 700 side. And with the XX thing, with that max CC capacity, they brought a machine ready to play. And the whole idea behind this machine wasn't to be close to or able to sell with the competition. It was to be above it in every single way. And the way they did that is they built a race machine. It's nearly indestructible. All the components on it were fully thought out and put together just to make the most rugged machine they can. They addressed all issues they had in previous Wildcats and answered them with this guy. And then they sourced an engine block and head from Yamaha, put together their own intake, their own exhaust, their own tuning, and were able to squeeze 125 horsepower out of a naturally aspirated engine. So no turbo, no supercharger. We're keeping engine temps low. We're keeping the long-term durability of this machine phenomenal. And the idea behind the XX is you don't need to slow down for bumps. So in terms of power, even if you may have a machine that outpowers it in a asphalt drag race, which if you're buying a side-by-side to do drag racing, that's a bad investment. You shouldn't be doing it. But if you're riding through the bush, absolutely nothing on the market will keep up with this. Hands down, you could run away from anybody. I'm going to show you a lot of the cool features of this machine real quick. One of the standard features on this machine is a 15-inch rim, which is something we are not used to seeing, but 15-inch rim gives you quite a bit of flexibility for rally tires or truck tires. And on the ATV tires, it comes stock with these 30-inch behemoth tires. So in terms of durability of the tires and everything like that, this isn't made like traditional side-by-sides were made. And if you look closely, the A-arms are absolutely massive. So this is a double A-arm suspension, which offers a lot of feedback. We are running a front sway bar on this, so it's gonna make your turn in more aggressive. It's gonna make you able to point and shoot and throttle out of corners. It's equipped with the Fox Podium's three-way adjustable shocks. So instead of having a gazillion adjustments, you've got three. Very quickly, that could be done front and back. Our tie rods mounted on the front again to give you that ultimate feel in the steering. And if you look at the knuckle in here, they're running a much bigger bearing than we've ever seen, and everything is double sheared. There's no ball joints. This thing is built like an absolute tank.
Let's see what it's like to jump a Wildcat XX. Let's get her lined up here. Oh, a little bit wide. That was smooth.
So on the Wildcat XX, we've got this fantastic roll cage, which is approved for most of the racing series in the deserts. So what that translates to the everyday guy is security. This thing, if it rolls over, it's built that this thing is gonna hold together. We get this nice door that comes standard, and it's got a nice finish on the inside and the outside. And on the inside of here, we get 2 bucket seats, adjustable on the rails. And the one thing that's the most important to note on the Wildcat XX, it has the largest cab out of any side-by-side. So you have the most flexibility for adjustment and for tall passengers, short passengers, anything, you're gonna fit in here and you're gonna be able to find comfort. We've got our steering, which is adjustable power steering, and our gauge package follows our steering, meaning you're never gonna lose sight of your gauges. And this system we've seen in our snowmobiles for a few years. You could see every single thing that's going on with your snowmobile with them. Same thing with the XX, nice and easy to deal with. And then we've got the driver focused area. So you could add GPS and all those things, nice and easy. The 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive. And then I'll walk around on the other side and show you another really cool feature of this guy is an absolute massive glove box. So in terms of getting some gear in there and being ready to go, and we've got the 12 volts so you could charge the phones and everything as you go. Some of the coolest features on the XX we could find back here, and There's no shortage of them. The back is a full trailing arm, completely engineered after trophy trucks, and it's built solid with massive heim joints holding all this together, going to a huge bearing with bigger brakes. And again, we've got those Fox podium suspension shocks, so giving us 17 inches in the front, 18 inches in the back of travel. And another cool thing, if you bend over and look in here, our clutch cover is all on quick snaps. Changing in a belt in a Wildcat XX is as easy as changing one in a snowmobile. You're talking about 10-15 minutes on the side of the trail, you got a new belt on there ready to go. They wanted to put serviceability as a premium on this thing. So if we look up here as well, our rear bed, which is nice and big and offers 300 pounds of loading capacity, is all on these quick nuts. So I can take this bed out nice and easy. It takes me 2 seconds to do it with no tools, and I have full access to my engine. My air intake and clutch scoops are right up here. So there's no need to snorkel anything. Literally, you need to wear a snorkel if you want to go any deeper in the water. And a very serviceable air filter as well. And another really cool thing that they did, which is taken again from the racing world, your engine is mounted to the top of the frame. So none of the engine points bolt to the bottom of the frame. If you wreck that entire bottom, it's completely replaceable and changes nothing to your engine. The front clip of the frame is completely replaceable. If you were to go end over end with this machine out of some crazy accident, you'd actually be able to bolt it all back together and have it just like new. The whole idea behind the XX was to make the most serviceable machine. Every single thing on it is race inspired. So for racing, you need reliability and you need toughness and you need ease of working on it. They accomplished all of that and gave us the biggest cab and gave us a cool box and the neatest look that we can have.
This is the Textron XX. So this is back to back to the 1000, so let's see the difference. You can immediately feel the power difference and just the space. Man, does this chassis it's just comfortable. And that same point and shoot, but more power. Yes, please. And those fenders are doing a better job at the old 1000 of keeping the dirt under this thing. You can just feel the extra power. Definitely, I've never been this comfortable in a side-by-side. You just kind of keep a nice, relaxed position and point and shoot. And it just has power. Wow.